like we're on the freeway.
I believe somebody needs to mute themselves.
Okay, before we get into this, if I'm not specifically talking with you, please turn your microphone off. We're getting a lot of background noise. Thanks. Okay, this is the Bexar County Court of Law number 6 in the Bexar County Veterans Treatment Court plea and MTR docket for Thursday, July 7th, 2022. Representing the state in all matters, Ms. Karina Sanchez and Mr. John Sanheinrich. Representing the Bexar County CSCD will be Ms. Susan Gross, who I will swear at this time. Ms. Gross, raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Is Susan not with us?
She's in a breakout room, Your Honor.
All right.
At this point.
Remind me to re-swear it, Susan.
I will. I promise.
Okay, we'll call the MTR docket a little bit later this afternoon on our Bexar County Veterans Treatment Court Track 1 pretrial diversion plea and probation agreements. I've got cause 676-09-0. State of Texas versus Claude Mansker, represented by Ron Zimmerman. Ron, ready to go?
Yes, we are, Judge.
Thank you. I got cause 675-661, State of Texas versus Curtis Strong, represented by Adam Flores. Mr. Flores, ready to go?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm ready to go.
Thank you. Cause number 681-2904, State of Texas versus Joshua Atkinson, represented by Trey Porter, Joseph Strickland, and Carly Taylor. I think you must need a lot of representation, Mr. Atkinson, and we got Miss Taylor in the foxhole right now, right, Carly?
Yes, Judge, and we're ready to go.
Thank you. And I've got cause number 6788905, State of Texas versus Carl Williams with Brian O'Donnell. Brian, are you up?
I'm here, Your Honor. I'd like to have a breakout room with my client briefly.
Send Brian and Mr. Williams in a breakout room.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
And let's see what else we got. I've got cause number 6735908, State of Texas versus Kedrick Lilly with, I guess it's Suzanne Kramer now. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Suzanne, are you ready?
I'm here.
Are you ready to proceed?
No, I need to get some information from Ron. I mean, I don't have the paperwork or anything, and I haven't talked to Miss Lilly, so I just got in here. So
okay.
I will be in just a few minutes.
No problem. Take your time. Let's see what else we got. I've got cause 676-914, State of Texas versus Nicholas Mezzanate with Nicolette Signs. Ms. Signs, are you ready to proceed?
Ready, Your Honor.
All right. Our batting order is going to be Mr. Mansker, Mr. Strong, Mr. Atkinson, and Mr. Mezzanate. This is cause 676-090, State of Texas versus Claude Aaron Mansker, represented by Ron Zimmerman. Cause 675-661. State of Texas versus Curtis Strong, represented by Adam Flores. Cause number 681-2904. State of Texas versus Joshua Atkinson, represented by Carly Taylor. And cause 676-9014. State of Texas versus Nicholas Mezzanate, represented by Ms. Nicolette Signs. The first document I have in these matters are entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video Conference. Said documents purport to have both the defendant and the attorney's signature on it. In fact, Mr. Mansker, in cause 676-090, is this your signature on this document, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. And Mr. Zimmerman, as attorney for Mr. Mansker, is this also your signature on this document?
Yes, it is, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Strong, in cause 675-661, is this your signature on this document, sir?
Yes, sir, it is.
Thank you. And Mr. Flores, as attorney for Colonel Strong, is this your signature on this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Atkinson, in cause 681-2904, is this your signature on this document, sir?
Yes, sir, it is.
And Ms. Taylor, can you identify the signature of Trey Porter?
Yes, Your Honor. That is the signature.
Thank you. And Mr. Mezzanate, in cause 676-9014, is this your signature on this document, sir?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
And Ms. Signs, as attorney for Mr. Mezzanate, is this also your signature on this document?
It is, Your Honor.
Thank you. The next document I'm looking at for each of you is entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonitions. It purports to have your signature on the back, effectively waiving certain constitutional rights you must waive in order to enter a plea before this court. In fact, Mr. Mansker, in clause 676-090, is this your signature on this document also, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. And Colonel Strong, in clause 675-661, is this your signature on this document also, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And Mr. Atkinson, in clause 681-2904, is this your signature on this document also, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. And Mr. Mezzanate, in clause 676-914, is this your signature on this document also?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Thank you. Each of you, by signing this document, are you telling me that you've had enough time to either read this document or have it read to you in its entirety? If you had any questions about what was on this document, those questions were answered to your satisfaction by your attorney, so that in signing these documents, you're telling me that you agree with and understand everything on these documents. Is that correct, Mr. Mansker?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Is that correct, Colonel Strong?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Is that correct, Mr. Atkinson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Is that correct, Mr. Mezzanotte?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Zimmerman, as attorney for Mr. Mansker, have you had enough time to go over this case with him? And in your opinion, is he mentally competent?
Yes, I've had enough time, Judge, over 10 days, and I believe he is competent.
And same question for Mr. Flores, as attorney for Colonel Strong.
Yes, Your Honor.
Same question for Ms. Taylor, as attorney for Mr. Atkinson.
Yes, Your Honor, we have, and he is.
Thank you. Same question for Ms. Sines, as attorney for Mr. Mezzanotte.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Mansker, are you a United States citizen, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Colonel Strong, same question.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Atkinson, same question.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mezzanotte, same question.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Zimmerman, as attorney for Mr. Mansker and cause 676-090, has the state fully complied with discovery for you on this case?
I believe so, Judge.
Same question for Mr. Flores, as attorney for Colonel Strong in 675-661.
Yes, Your Honor.
Same question for Ms. Taylor, as attorney for Mr. Atkinson and cause 681-294.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Same question for Ms. Sines, as attorney for Mr. Mezzanotte and cause 676-914.
I have complied, Your Honor.
Thank you. All these cases are Bear County Veterans Treatment Court Track 1 pretrial diversion plea and probation agreement. Mr. Mansker and clause 676-090 to the charge of driving while intoxicated with a blood or breath alcohol content greater than 0.15. How do you plead, sir?
Guilty, sir.
The court accepts your plea of guilty. Hold it in abeyance. Places you on 1 year. Bear County Veterans Treatment Court Track 1 pretrial diversion. Assessing a $500 all-inclusive Veterans Treatment Court fee, 48 hours of community service, probating all that based on your military service. DWI education course, DWI victim impact panel, 6 months Smart Start mobile or Life Safer home interlock at 4 blows a day, outpatient drug treatment with either the Veterans Administration or another designated VTC provider. And there's no restitution due. That covers all that. Requiring your successful completion of the Veterans Treatment Court, issue judge's bond, defendant to be supervised by CSCD and VTC staff. At this time, Mr. Mansker, I'm looking at a document entitled Track 1 Pretrial Intervention, which is a contract by and between you and all your attorneys. Said contract setting out all the requirements of your participation and ultimate successful completion of the Bear County Veterans Treatment Court. In fact, sir, is this your signature on this document, sir?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Zimmerman, as attorney for Mr. Mansker, is this your signature on this document, sir?
Yes, it is, Judge.
And Ms. Sanchez, as a assistant criminal district attorney assigned to this case, is this also your signature on this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. State, what did I miss?
And you got it all, your judge.
Defense, what did I miss? Ron, did I miss anything?
I don't think so, Judge.
All right.
I think you got it all, Judge.
All right. Mr. Mansker, what'd you do in the military, sir?
I was a mechanic, sir.
And in the Army, Navy, Air Force, what?
I was in the Army, sir.
Okay. Did you go to the war?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks for your service, sir. Ron, you're going to contact all these folks this afternoon by phone. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
All right. So
Yes,
Ron
sir.
will be giving you a call later on this afternoon to coordinate your in processing. Anything further from the state of the defense on Mr. Mansker and clause 676-090?
Not from the state, Judge.
Nothing from the defense, Judge.
Good luck, Mr. Mansker. Thank you, Mr. Zimmerman. Mr. Mansker and Mr. Zimmerman are dismissed. Colonel Strong and clause 675-661 to the charge of, and doesn't say anything on my document. What is the charge supposed to be? Straight DWI, does that sound right?
Yes, sir.
All right, driving while intoxicated, first offense. How do you plead, sir?
No contest, Judge.
Court exception. I beg your pardon, is that correct?
No, he has, Curtis, you have to plead guilty, Curtis.
Okay, guilty, sir.
It doesn't bother me to plead no contest. Is Josh with us today? State,
No, sir, he's out today, Judge.
All right, State, do you object to no contest plea? That's what my paperwork says.
No objections, Judge.
No sweat. Colonel Strong, I'm going to accept your plea of no contest to the offense, driving while intoxicated, first offense. Hold it in abeyance. Place you on 1 year, Bear County Veterans Treatment Court. Track 1, pretrial diversion, assessing a $500 all-inclusive veteran treatment court fee, 48 hours community service, probating all that based on your military service. DWI education, DWI victim impact panel, Smart Start mobile and or Lifesaver, home interlock 4 blows a day for half the term, which is 6 months. Completion of a outpatient drug course with either the Veterans Administration or another designated VTC provider. Successful completion of the Veterans Treatment Court. Issue judge's bond. Defendant to be supervised by CSCD and VTC staff. At this time, Colonel Strong, I'm looking at a document entitled Track 1 Pretrial Intervention, which is a contract by and between you and your attorney in the Bexar County Criminal District Attorney's Office. Said contract setting out all the requirements and prerequisites of your successful completion of the Veterans Treatment Court. In fact, Colonel Strong, is this your signature on this document also, sir?
Yes, sir, it is.
Thank you. And Mr. Flores, as attorney for Mr. Colonel Strong, is that also your signature?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Sanchez, as the ADA assigned to this case, is this your signature?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And there's no restitution on this case, is that correct?
No, Your Honor, that's correct.
I don't see it. All right, we're all good. And Colonel Strong, you're still active duty or active reserve or active something, are you not?
Yes, sir, I'm still active duty.
And what is your assignment at this time?
I'm still stationed at Fort Sam. I'm a medical service corps officer.
All right, did you go to the war during all this stuff?
Yes, sir, 3 times.
Oh, boy. All right, thanks for your service, sir. Anything further from the state of the defense on Colonel Strong and 675-661?
Not from the state, Judge.
Mr. Flores and Colonel Strong, you're dismissed. Ron will be calling Colonel Strong this afternoon. Thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Atkinson, and call 681-294 to the charge of driving while intoxicated with blood or breath alcohol content of 0.15 or higher. How do you plead, sir?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Court accepts your plea of guilty. Hold it in abeyance. Places you on 1 year Bexar County Veterans Treatment Court. Track 1, pretrial intervention. It's having a $500 all-inclusive Veterans Treatment Court fee, 48 hours of community service, probating all that based on your military service. DWI education, DWI victim impact panel. Outpatient drug with either the Veterans Administration or another designated VTC provider. No restitution on this one either. You guys need to turn your microphone off if I'm not talking. Ladies and gentlemen, turn your microphones off if I'm not specifically talking to you at this time. Thanks. Requiring your successful completion of the Veterans Treatment Court, issue judge's bond, defendant to be supervised by CSCD and VTC staff. At this time, Mr. Atkinson, I'm looking at a document entitled Track 1 Pretrial Intervention, was a contract by and between you and all your attorneys in the Bexar County Criminal District Attorney's Office. Said contract setting out all the requirements and prerequisites for your successful completion of the Veterans Treatment Court. In fact, sir, is this your signature on this document?
It is, sir.
And Ms. Taylor, can you confirm this is Mr. Porter's signature on this document?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
And Ms. Sanchez, as the ADA assigned to this case, is this your signature on this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we got Mr. Atkinson now. He's on contract. Let's see. Okay. That's what I got. State what I missed on Mr. Atkinson.
Nothing, Judge.
Defense, I missed anything on Mr. Atkinson?
I think you got it all, Judge.
Mr. Atkinson, what'd you do in the military, sir?
68 Whiskey Medic, sir, and then I'm currently stationed at Fort Sam for the Physician Assistance Program.
Did they send you to the war somewhere in there?
They did not, no, sir.
We'll find you another one. Don't worry about it. Hang around for a while. All right. Anything further from the state of the defense on Mr. Atkinson?
Not from the state.
Good luck, Mr. Atkinson. Thank you, Ms. Taylor. Y'all are cut loose. And Ron Morrow is going to be calling Mr. Atkinson this afternoon.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You bet, sir. Okay, this is cause 676-914, State of Texas versus Nicolette Mezzanate. Mr. Mezzanate to the charge of driving while intoxicated, first offense. How do you plead, sir?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Court accepts your plea of guilty. Hold it in abeyance. Places you on 1 year Bexar County Veterans Treatment Court, Track 1, pretrial intervention, assessing a $500 all-inclusive Veterans Treatment Court fee, 48 hours community service, probating all that based on your military service, DWI education, DWI victim impact panel. 6 months Smart Start mobile or Lifesaver home breath testing device at 4 blows a day. And that's half the term. Outpatient drug treatment with either the Veterans Administration or another designated VTC provider. And there's no restitution on this one, hopefully, either.
There's no restitution, Your Honor.
No restitution. We're good. requiring your successful completion of the Veterans Treatment Corps issue judge's bond, defendant to be supervised by CSCD and VTC staff. At this time, Mr. Mezzanotte, I'm looking at a document entitled Track 1 Pretrial Intervention, which is a contract by and between you and your attorney in the Bexar County Criminal District Attorney's Office. Said contract setting out all the requirements and prerequisites of your successful completion of the Veterans Treatment Court. In fact, sir, is this your signature on this document also?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
Thank you. And this signed as attorney for Mr. Mezzanotte. Is this also your signature on this document?
It is, Your Honor.
Thank you. And Ms. Sanchez is the assistant criminal district attorney assigned to this case. Is this your signature on this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
We're good. State, what did I miss on Mr. Mezzanotte?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Defense, what I miss on Mr. Mezzanotte?
Two things I'd like to bring up to the court.
Sure.
One, I just want to make sure that the issuance of the judge's bond, I guess, recalls the warrant that was issued in June.
On all of these cases that have been pleased, we're going to recall all pretrial services, bond conditions, and warrants. So anything that's out there at this time is, it'll be tomorrow before my clerks actually get it on the computer, but it'll be taken off tomorrow. So in the meantime, keep your head down. What else you got?
Second thing, my client works as a bar back for Thirsty Horse Saloon. We'd ask that his curfew and the condition that he not be allowed to be in an alcohol establishment be modified to allow him to retain his employment there.
And what bar is this that he works at? I'm sorry?
Thirsty Horse Saloon.
Are you asking me to take judicial notice of Thirsty Horse Saloon?
We'll ask that you make an exception regarding his curfew. I'm not sure what it is because it doesn't say it on the contract. And
that was a joke, Ms. Hines. It's a wonderful bar. I don't think we have a problem with that. Obviously, he's going to be on this alcohol monitoring system. He understands he can't drink, even though he's working there. We'll wait till Josh gets back, see if Josh has a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. State, do you have a problem with it?
No, Judge.
All right, then we're good to go as far as I can tell, Ms. Hines.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, anything further from the state of the defense on Mr. Mezzanotte?
Not from the state, Judge.
Good luck, Mr. Mezzanotte. Thank you, Ms. Hines. And Mr. Morrow is going to be calling you this afternoon, Nick. Okay, y'all are out of here. I got Ms. Kramer. Are you ready to proceed on Mr. Lilly?
Your Honor, Mr. Olsterdorf signed in.
Oh, he did?
Yes, he did.
This is kind of funny. Mr. Oltersdorf, are you ready to proceed on Mr. Lilly?
Yes, Judge.
All righty. And then Mr. O'Donnell, are you ready to proceed on Mr. Williams at this time? Brian, are you with us? Are they still out in the breakout room?
Your Honor, I don't see him. I'll check.
All right. So Mr. O'Donnell and Mr. Williams are not with us right now. All right.
I'm back now, Judge.
Oh, you are back. Are you ready to proceed at this time, Brian?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Batting order is going to be class 673-5908, state of Texas versus Kettrick Lilly, represented by James Oltersdorf. And clause number 679-889, state of Texas versus Tamika Nicole Fowler, represented by Mr. James Anders. And clause number 678-895, state of Texas versus Carl Allen Williams Jr., represented by Brian O'Donnell. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm holding in front of you documents entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonitions that purport to have your signatures on. Hang on, let me start over. First document I've got is entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video Conference, which purports to have both the attorney and the defendant's signature on it. Mr. Lilly, in clause 673-598, is this your signature on this document, sir?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. And Mr. Oltersdorf, as attorney for Mr. Lilly, is this also your signature on this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Fowler, in clause 679-889, is this your signature on this document? We got Ms. Fowler with us?
No, Your Honor, neither her or her attorney are in, Your Honor. They've never come in.
Oh, they're not in.
No, Your Honor.
Got to take care of that one. Okay. So, Mr. Williams, in clause 678-895, is this your signature on this document, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. O'Donnell, as attorney for Mr. Williams, is this your signature on this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. The next document I have is entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonition that purports to have your signatures on the back, effectively waiving certain constitutional rights you must waive in order to enter a plea before this court. In fact, Mr. Lilly, is this your signature on this document also?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. And Mr. Williams, is this your signature on this document also?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. by signing this document, are each of you telling me that you've had enough time to either read these documents or have them read to you in their entirety? If you had any questions about what was on these documents, those questions were answered to your satisfaction by your attorneys. So that in signing these documents, you're telling me that you agree with and understand everything on these documents. Is that correct, Mr. Lilly?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. Is that correct, Mr. Williams?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Oldersdorf, as attorney for Mr. Lilly, have you had enough time to go over this case with him? And in your opinion, is he mentally competent?
Yes, he is, Your Honor.
Same question for Mr. O'Donnell as attorney for Mr. Williams.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Lilly, are you a United States citizen, sir?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. Same question for Mr. Williams.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Oldersdorf, has the state fully complied with discovery for you on this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. O'Donnell, same question.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Lilly, it costs 673-5908 to the charge of driving while intoxicated, first offense. How do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
I've got no contest on my paperwork, and state, I don't think you object to no contest, do you?
State doesn't object, Judge.
So if it's okay with Mr. Oldersdorf, we'll accept the plea of no contest. Is that okay with you, Mr. Oldersdorf?
Yes, sir.
Court accepts your plea of no contest in the offense of driving while intoxicated, first offense. Hold it in abeyance. Places you on 1 year. Bear County Veterans Treatment Court, Track 1, pretrial intervention. Assessing a $500 all-inclusive Veteran Treatment Court fee, 48 hours of community service, probating all those based on your military service. DWI education, DWI victim impact panel, 6 months Smart Start mobile or Life Safer home interlock at 4 blows a day. Outpatient drug treatment with either the Veterans Administration or another designated VTC provider. And no restitution on this one, hopefully.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
No restitution, hot damn. And requiring your successful completion of the Veterans Treatment Court, issue judge's bond, defendant to be supervised by CSCD and VTC staff. At this time, Mr. Lilly, I'm looking at a document entitled Track 1 Pretrial Intervention, which is a contract by and between you and your attorney in the Bear County Criminal District Attorney's Office. Said contract setting out all the requirements and prerequisites of your successful completion of the Veterans Treatment Court. In fact, sir, is this your signature on this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Oldersdorf, is this also your signature on this document as attorney?
It is, Your Honor.
And Ms. Sanchez, as the assistant criminal district attorney assigned to this case, is this also your signature on this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, what I miss on Mr. Lilly's case?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Defense, what I miss?
Nothing, Judge.
Mr. Lilly, what'd you do in the military, sir?
I was a machinist mate in the Navy, sir.
Navy? We can't punish you any worse than you've already punished yourself joining the Navy. Hey, thanks for your service, sir. Anything further from the state of the defense on Mr. Lilly?
Judge.
No, Your Honor.
All right.
Judge, real quick, can you recall the warrant?
Yeah, we're going to recall all pretrial bond conditions and warrant.
Thank you.
Did Mr. Lilly have a colorful pretrial period?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, actually, Judge, you got the violation yesterday and you signed.
Well, I probably did bad things to him last night and they went in this morning, so we'll undo them.
Yes,
as long
sir.
as I have Mr. Lilly's word, you know, you're not in the Navy anymore. You got to start following orders now. You got it?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're clear. All right, y'all take care. You're out of here. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir. Okay, Mr. Williams in clause 678895 to the charge of driving while intoxicated with a blood or breath alcohol content of 0.15 or higher. How do you plead, sir?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Court accepts your plea of guilty. Hold it in abeyance. Places you on 1 year. Bear County Veterans Treatment Court, Track 1, pretrial diversion, assessing a $500 all-inclusive Veteran Treatment Court fee, 48 hours community service, probating all those based on your military service, DWI education, DWI victim impact panel, 6 months Smart Start mobile or Life Safer home breath testing device at 4 blows a day, outpatient drug treatment with either the Veterans Administration or another designated VTC provider. No restitution due on this one, hopefully. Don't see it. Requiring your successful completion of the Veterans Treatment Court, issue judge's bond, defendant to be supervised by CSCD and VTC staff. At this time, I'm looking at a document entitled Track 1 Pretrial Intervention, which is a contract by and between you and your attorney in the Bear County Criminal District Attorney's Office. Said contract setting out all the terms and prerequisites for your successful completion of the Veterans Treatment Court. In fact, sir, is this your signature on this document also?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. O'Donnell, as attorney for Mr. Williams, is also your signature on this document.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Sanchez, as the assistant criminal district attorney assigned to this case, is this your signature on this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
We're good. Karina, what did I miss on this one?
Nothing, Judge. You got it all.
Ms. Bryan, what did I miss on this one?
I don't think anything, Your Honor.
What'd you do in the military, Mr. Williams?
I was an agent mechanic for the Air Force.
All right. Did you go to the war?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you didn't miss anything. You're okay. We'll just say you kept the Taliban out of wherever you were. How's that? All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything further from the state of the defense on Mr. Williams?
Not from the state, Judge.
No, Your Honor.
Good luck, Mr. Williams. Thank you, Mr. O'Donnell. Mr. Moore is going to be calling Mr. Williams this afternoon to brief him up on his in processing. All right. Thank you all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, there
Yeah.
is paperwork that needs to be signed for the MTRs, Your Honor.
Okay.
And right now, the prosecutor, John, is talking with the remaining plea that we have, Rolando, or it is, he's talking to him, and also he is talking to one of the MTRs, Mr. Major. And then they have, we'll be able to continue. So we've got 3 sets of paperwork at this point for you to print. And Ms. Eckel is talking to her client, and Mr. Statson is talking to her client.
Okay. I'm getting a note from Ron that says that the Tamika Nicole Fowler case 679-889 is still a red file, and I guess the state's got their paralegals working on that. So Karina, as soon as that's done, I guess, let everybody know so we can reschedule them for plea.
Yes, Judge. I sent it off a couple of days ago. I've already tried to check it. It's just, I don't know what the holdup is. I'll have to reach out again.
No problem. Not life and death. All right. I'm going to go off camera for a minute so that I can sign all this stuff.